But there's always a chance of that happening.
Too much to do and too little time.
Another tourist? Rare to have so many visitors in this part of the Valen Wood, didn't you hear? It's much safer behind the shiny new walls of Marbrook. Even King Camoran hesitates to venture into the court of the Wilder King. Negotiate? About what? Oh, I know. You want us to bow to your queen and swear allegiance to your what's-it's-called? Aldemary Dominion. Huh. Problem is that our allegiance is to the Wilder King, and he doesn't seem to care for your dominion. Ha, sure. Let me just pull him from my satchel. You people don't understand. The Wilder King manages the entire forest. Doesn't have time for idle talk. Why do you think so many people doubt his existence? Not in person, but I don't doubt the Wilder King exists. He speaks to me in the babbling brooks and the wind in the trees. Other Bosmer petition him for an audience, but I don't need to. He already tells me everything I need to know. I could tell you, but how do I know you're trustworthy? You ask us to share your enemies, but will you share ours? The wood orcs are a plague we can't seem to be rid of. If you help us drive them off, I'll tell you what you want to know. Lurchers. Take seeds from the shimmering tree in the village and plant them in the orcs' camp. In a few minutes, they'll sprout out with a vengeance. The orc chieftain won't surrender so easily, though. Just kill him. Leave the rest to the lurchers. Don't bother coming back here until you've run off the orcs. I've got important business to attend to. Huh.
So how do these seeds actually work?
Well, if you plant them in some peat, they sprout into a flower, and then after some time, the flower grows into a lurcher. If you want more than that, you can ask the Wilder King himself, when you get that audience. They're gifts from the Wilder King, embodiments of the raw energy of the forest. They protect the village. They're not so smart. We can't lead them against the orcs, but if they sprout straight into the orcs' camp, they'll know what to do. Put them in some peat. They sprout into a flower, and then it goes into...
That tree thing. Was the tree thane as rude to you as she was to me? All I asked was how one might get an audience with the Wilder King. But the way she reacted, you would have thought I was trying to slaughter her children. Did she treat you any differently? She did? That's funny, because Ander and I offered to drive the orcs away and she turned us down. I don't know, I'm beginning to suspect this is some elaborate Bosma trick and the whole village is laughing at us when we're not looking. I didn't say that. There is definitely a distinctive magical force in this part of Valenwood, but I fail to understand by what logic the Tree Thane decides who gets an audience with the Wilder King and who gets turned away. Oh, I'm Aranias. Maybe you've read my book, Spriggans in the Green, Story and Myth in Primitive Bosma Society? Probably not, I guess. Anyhow, Ander and I came in a scholarly pursuit to see if this Wilder King is really as powerful as they say. We'll just have to venture deeper into the forest on our own. We'll probably get lost and suffer a slow and painful death, but that's the risk we have to take. If you're going after the wood orcs, though, I know something that might make it easier. If you want, you can take the essence from the calliope tree and rub it all over your body to cloak yourself in a haze of forest moths. The wood orcs won't even see you. Oh, one more thing. Ander scouted out the orcs' camp pretty extensively. He might have some useful observations if you ask. Good luck with the wood orcs and that tricky tree thing. Maybe we'll meet again when we find the wilderness. There seem to be a lot more rumors than any real facts. Some say he's a man, Others say he's a spirit, an embodiment of the forest. What I find most fascinating, though, is the rumor that he actually shapes the entire forest. That's just incredible. Me? I was born and raised in the Somerset Isles on a rather small island known as Silitar. It's a pretty secluded place. Growing up there was what first sparked my interest in studying nature magic. But, well, it was very lonely. Of course not. He's mainly here, acting as my guardian. They warned us that this place was dangerous, and if the Wilder King is really as unpredictable as people say, well, never hurts to be prepared.
As long as I take 5 or 6 of them with me, I'm happy. As long as I take 5 or 6 of them with me.
Plant these seeds. The tree's supposed to come up. I guess that's a tree. And then kill the orcs. Awesome. Oh yeah, it is a tree. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get it. Alright, bro. That's cool. Getting old is no picnic, but the alternative is a lot worse. Oh yeah. Oh. Alrighty. Well, I should discover this place. There's a quest I can get. I might as well wait to kill the boss in there to get the quest. Get more XP. Alright.
Wood Elves have a friend who's not afraid to fight. Good. Give me your best.
Can you feel it? With the wood orcs gone, it's like the forest is breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Safe roads, soft beds, and full flagging.
My scouts came back singing your praises. They said the Wood Orcs broke quickly after you killed Chieftain Thragdosh and unleashed the Guardians. I wasn't exactly expecting you to succeed. Seems there's more to you than meets the eye. Huh, and you're worried I won't hold up my end of the bargain? No, I keep my promises. You got rid of those parasitic orcs. You've earned the right to petition the Wilder King for an audience. I hope I haven't given you a sense of false hope. Boswell around here petition the Wilder King for audience all the time, and he rarely responds. More than likely, you're simply wasting your time. Suit yourself. Just south of my home, you'll find the petitioning stone. Just touch it. Probably nothing will happen. If he wants to speak with you, though, he'll appear when you touch that stone. I never said it was complicated. Besides, by scaring off those Wood Orcs, you just might have improved your chances. The Wilder King sees these things, you know. All right, run along now, and may the forest part to reveal your path.
Here's the petitioning stone. Here goes nothing.
Welcome to my court, outsider. Since you entered my domain, I have watched your actions with keen interest. You have been generous with my people and more patient than I expected. But I still cannot gather one thing. Why have you come? Again, not what I expected. I think I've heard of this Old Merry Dominion, but I don't see how inclusion in this group would appeal to me or to the people in my domain. Aligning with you would only alienate us from others.
You would only be alienated from our common enemies.
Interesting. You think we have common enemies? My only enemies are those who would seek to harm Valenwood. Let us test your theory, though. Show me one of these enemies of whom you speak, so I might better understand.
Alright, how do I do that?
Use the other stone pillar, the one on the platform behind us. Touch that stone pillar and an apparition will appear. One of your enemies, as you say. Fight this enemy so that I might see its true nature.
Persuade him. Can you give me any assistance in this fight?
I am pleased to be able to lend you strength to face this enemy from your past.
Strike us down, but the veiled heritage will always rise again.
What is he doing? Where's he at? Attack him.
Zazi is finished with revenge.
I sense the darkness in the heart of the one you fought, but he has already been defeated, has he not? And those like him, they may not all share his darkness. You should have me call these people enemies, though.
Yes, they are known as the Veiled Inheritance.
The Veiled Inheritance, yes. I am familiar with this distinction as well. There is one among this group who has come to Valenwood to see me, and I find her curious. Very curious. I'm not inclined to consider her an enemy.
Who is the person you're referring to?
She is one who has been blessed with fascinating gifts. Gifts I cannot afford to ignore. You would know her identity, though. I was able to capture one of her memories. Touch the petition stone again, and I will share it with you.
We have much need of someone like you, Ananias.
Yes, young one. We have a problem in the Valenwood that will require your talents specifically.
I would be honored to help however I can.
Opportunity has arisen to strike a devastating blow to the Dominion, to divide the Bosmer.
The Bosmer in Greenshade claim allegiance not to King Camoran, but to a man they call the Wilder King.
Killing this Wilder King will drive the Bosmer mad. He is very elusive, though, so I will need your help to find him.
You realize we are entrusting you with an important task, I hope, my dear.
Of course, Lady Estrie, you can count on me.
Now you are negotiating with a forest spirit who calls himself a king? With all those floating leaves, Azazi thinks he looks very silly. Do you really think this is going somewhere? Or is it just a waste of time?
Possibly, but you're not helping very much.
By the light of John and Jode, this is the craziest thing ever seen. Even Razumdar would have lost his patience by now. If you think all this makes sense, then Azazi is starting to wonder about you too.
As you've just seen, the young girl Aranias is associated with the Veiled Inheritance. Until I know more about her, I hesitate to call her an enemy. I will have more insight soon, though. Even now, Aranias is on her way to my throne.
But she's coming with Endure to destroy you.
So she believes. But there may be a greater truth to her purpose here. You may not like this, but I sense the same is true of you. As you just... So she believes. Like the branches of a grotto, I believe that Aranias' destiny, my destiny, and your destiny are all intertwined. I cannot yet see how these events will play out, but I do know that like Aranias, you must come deeper into the forest.
Where do I need to go?
You must eventually come to my throne, but not yet. Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Valenwood. You should seek out the spinner, Marowyn. He can tell us how this story began and where it should end.
What about Under and Aranias? Will you be safe?
Yes. Traveling through Valenwood is a funny thing. It may take them many days to find the path to my throne. You have all the time you need. Find the spinner's cottage and speak to Marowyn. Safe journeys, my friend.
Alright, I'll look for Spinner Marowyn then. Robes of Wind.
was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun. I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun. Yes, of course. I have been waiting for you for some time. The story needs you to play a part in the present and in the past. You certainly took your time about things. Not your fault, I understand, not your fault. We may yet get this right.
What are you talking about? Where is Arrhenius?
Inside the story. You must also enter the story in order to help her.
Alright, I will.
Arrhenius wants to see the Wilder King. I'm his gatekeeper. To see him, you ask me nicely, and then I tell you a story. A story that you take part in.
So she's inside the story you're telling?
Yes, the story is one from her own past, but she's convinced that she's living through these events for the first time. You'll play the part of the close friend she never had, someone she can trust, who can change the person Arrhenius becomes.
Alright, then put me into this story.
Ask nicely.
May I please join Arrhenius in the story?
Of course. Now, sit down by the fireplace. Imagine there's a nice warm fire burning there, and I'll set the scene.
Goodbye.
Have a seat by the fire, and let me know when you're ready to hear the story. Remember, ask nicely.
Look into the fire.
Cold waves on a clear blue ocean off the coast of Somerset.
Focus on the fire.
Now picture an island. Trees around the island shimmer in the sunlight. Each gently cresting ocean wave sparkles. Many stones, roots, and flowers on the island were shaped by Magicka. Only 2 living Altmer possess such power.
Continue to focus on the fire.
One of those 2 Altmer stands outside the manor on this island. Her island. Go to her. Become her friend.
Enter the story.
The island of Silita.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again.
I don't know what's going on.
That's why I asked you to come early. I'm not sure what will happen either. Before they get back, I want to be carefree. We can visit some of our favorite places together.
Do you remember me?
Why wouldn't I? We practically grew up together. You're the only one I can trust these days.
You don't remember anything about Bramble Beach?
Bramble Beach? You know my parents have never let me leave Silitar after they saw what I can do. I've missed so much. What happened at Bramble Breach?
It's not important right now. Why did your parents leave you here?
They were afraid, like everyone else. After I raised up the land under the sea and smashed that ship, even though nobody got hurt, they said my magic was too dangerous. You're the only one who isn't afraid of me. You're not afraid, right?
Of course not.
You don't know what this means to me. Now, what will we do first? I know, let's race to the lighthouse like we did when we were little. Bet you still can't catch me.
Goodbye. She's psycho.
Watch your step. Are my vines getting in your way? Not bad. You're pretty fast. Maybe. You know, I've always had a special connection to the land. Sometimes things happen and I don't even think about it. It just happens. I'm sorry, it just happened. Wait, something's wrong. Can you feel that? The land's in pain, burning hot. Look, the farm's burning!
Where's the farm?
Over the rise. Wait. Too many footsteps, and it's too early for my parents' return. Boots. Boots. There are invaders on Silitar. We have to stop them.
Clear the farm of bandits.
They can't do this. We've got to get rid of them. That'll show them. No one attacks my island. What have they done to my farm? Why would they do this? Animals!
Where did they come from?
Does it matter? I'm tired of this. Everyone wants to hurt me or use me, and it stops now. Where were you when my parents tested me? Where were you when I needed you most? You left me. Why are you even here? Do you want something from me too?
I only want to help you.
I'm sorry. After my parents left, I felt so alone. I couldn't find you. People kept coming. They'd attack, hound me, want me to show them what I can do, like I was a circus animal or some kind of pet. I shouldn't take it out on you.
I didn't realize how upset you were.
No, it's not your fault. Thanks to you, these bastards didn't get very far. They could have destroyed everything. It's getting late. We need to clean up before my parents return. Meet me at the manor later.
Goodbye.
Come, I must speak with you once more.
Alrighty. Damn.
In her tale, Aranias was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences.
What happened?
You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranias' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready?
She doesn't remember anything about Bramble Breach?
Of course not. For her, it hasn't happened yet. Remember, I put you into her past to help her when she's at her most vulnerable. She lashed out at you just now because she can't fight against her parents. She trusts you. That's what's important.
I'm ready to see more of her past.
Why are your clothes all wet?
Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it.
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island. I made this little island.
What? Ara, what do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks, none of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
Gifted with a rare and powerful ability, Aranias tried in vain to win her parents' affection.
What happened next?
So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the manor's Great Hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Altmer, I hope.
Is that all I need to do? Understand her?
No. The greatest challenge comes next, and Aranias needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone.
Where is she?
Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
Alright.
lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are spilling water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go.
Take it. Still can't use my horse. That sucks. Find the Great Hall story. Alright.
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't do it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just... you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father?
Use the dresser to change clothes. Ooh, I've already got all that on that. I should probably 2 times 15, that's quite a bit. Yo, broski. What up, brother? Yeah, I think he's sleeping. Yeah. It's cool. I'll just come pick it up later if you want. Yeah, I don't mind. Fuck it. Thank you for letting me know, brother. Have a good day. It's a bummer. Oh well. Talk to Arrhenius in the Manor Garden. Alrighty.
You look good. How do you feel?
Fine, how's the party?
There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estrie. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something.
You sound hesitant.
Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me.
And when you know what's planned?
I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest.
I've often wondered myself how exactly you control the land.
You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again.
Goodbye.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character.
Ander demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Ander could melt them with hardly a thought. What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial.
Ander has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house. Arrhenius will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents.
Wow.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosma were.
Wait, Ariana is supposed to demonstrate her power on a Bosmer?
Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
No, but I've killed quite a few of them. Why don't I have my helmet on? Wow.
They took my wife.
Where did they take her?
They will give her to the witch, the rock witch. The land will kill her. They said the land...
Not if I can stop
them. You killed Ander? That's not supposed to happen.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander.
Is he more dangerous in real life?
He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper has not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritants have sent him after Aranias to ensure she kills the Wilder King, or dies if she fails.
How do I know? How do you know that?
I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranias' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her.
Where is Aranias?
In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosma. You should hurry to her. She faced this alone last time.
Bye. I'm a boss man.
This creature is no different from those who burned your farm.
Please.
Aranias, my child, raise the ground up to trap this animal.
Please let us go.
Aranias, do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned? Good. Good. Now tear this animal apart.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices.
This is not a necessary sacrifice. This is murder.
What about the Bosmer who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission?
Those were bandits. This woman did nothing to you.
If I refuse to kill this Bosmer, then what? I'll be alone again. The Rock Witch of Silitar, a monster for fairy tales.
You're not alone, I'm here.
You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritance, to guide me.
What will you do now?
I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritance won't control my destiny. I will. I can do this, and I shall.
Goodbye.
No, I won't do it!
And it looks like you made quite an impression on Aranias.
What just happened? Where did she go?
As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Aranias may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilder King.
Alright. Well.
You were a as one story Truly, I hope we never need change a story so extensively again. Though we spinners can do so, it's usually better to let a tale conclude on its own. Usually.
What is it that I have to do?
Venturing into the story of Aranias' past has sown the seeds of her transformation, but they have yet to sprout. Even now, she and Ander blaze a trail of destruction toward the Wilder King's throne. Their intention is to destroy him.
How do I protect him?
Preserving his life may be impossible at this point, but you must try. Without him, the Valenwood will rage out of control. The only hope lies with Aranias and with you. Go to Greenheart and follow the trail of fire to the Wilder King's throne.
I will try to catch up with Aranias and Andor. Alright, I've got to actually head out. I'm gonna head to my brother's. I'm gonna take the bus. Have a good day. You guys enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching.